Once upon a time, there was a king who had a wise vizier. The vizier always believed that everything happened for a positive purpose, no matter what. One day, while the king was having his feet cleaned, a sword accidentally fell and cut off one of his toes. The vizier, sitting nearby, immediately said, "No matter what, it's for a good reason." Hearing this, the king grew furious and asked the vizier, "My toe is cut off, and you claim it's a good thing. How can this be good?" In anger, the king ordered the vizier to be thrown into prison. However, the vizier remained calm and repeated his belief that everything happened for a positive purpose. Surprised by the vizier's response, the king pondered, "What a strange man. He's going to prison yet still insists it's for a good reason." Nonetheless, 2 months passed after this incident. One day, the king went hunting with his soldiers. While chasing a deer deeper into the forest, he got separated from his men and became lost. Realizing his predicament, he began searching for a way out of the denser forest. Suddenly, the king was surrounded by a group of unfamiliar strangers who lived in that forest. These people were not from the king's kingdom and didn't recognize him. They captured the king and took him to their tribe. These foreign tribes people were seeking a human sacrifice to appease their gods. The king pleaded for his release, but the tribe didn't understand his language. They started celebrating joyously, preparing to sacrifice him. Just as they were about to kill the king, the tribal leader noticed that one of the king's toes was missing. Based on their belief that an imperfect sacrifice angers their gods, the leader ordered the celebration to stop and declared that the king couldn't be sacrificed. They released the king, acknowledging the significance of his missing toe. The king returned to his palace with joy. Upon returning, he thought, "If my toe hadn't been cut off, those foreign tribes would have killed me." So the vizier was right. Everything happens for a positive reason. The king ordered the soldiers to release the vizier from prison, reinstated him as vizier, and asked him, "My toe was cut off that day, and I understood it was for my good, but you suffered in prison for 2 months. What happened to you?" The vizier smiled and said, "My lord, I was your prime minister, always by your side. Even if I hadn't been in prison, I would have been with you that day. They released you after seeing someone with a missing toe, but my body was intact, and if I had been with you, they would have definitely sacrificed me. So, it was good that I was with you that day and in prison. It saved your life and mine. That's why I always say everything happens for a positive reason. In life, there are times when we think something bad happened or shouldn't have happened, but when we look back, we realize that what happened was actually for the best. We often try to judge every event with our limited reasoning, but in reality, our reasoning is limited. We can't judge if an event is fair or not with our limited understanding. The whole world operates on karma. Those who do good deeds are happy, and those who do bad deeds suffer. So, if you are going through a difficult period, always remember that your bad karmas are being exhausted, and nature is guiding you towards progress, bearing the fruit of your bad karmas. This creation wasn't created by our enemy, so remember that nothing can go wrong in this world, and always remember that everything happens for a positive purpose. Remove the thought from your mind that something bad can happen to you, and always remember that everything serves a positive purpose. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Stay happy.